So apparently, Dress to Impress just randomly decided to lower their Game Pass prices, or did they? People on Twitter are not happy right now. What's new? People on Twitter are never happy, but especially the ones who have already spent thousands of Robux inside the game Dress to Impress. Some are calling it unfair, others are confused, and Dress to Impress had to come out with a whole explanation, so I'm gonna show you all of this. Do not worry, I'm here to break it down because this drama is really not as simple as it seems. Let's talk about what Roblox has to do with this, why everyone is mad right now, and whether Dress to Impress actually did anything wrong. First of all, we have the accusing tweet. This tweet has like 250,000 views right now, so obviously a lot of people are seeing this drama, but for some reason, many of them are just not interacting with the drama. That's probably for the best. Keep choosing happiness. So this person said, when Dress to Impress wasn't as famous as it is now, there were people asking to lower the prices of the passes. Now that the game has billions of players and many have already bought them, they decide to lower them without even having the consent of those who spent a lot of Robux on them. A lot's happening here. So in the screenshot, I would imagine that they are trying to prove to us and trying to show to us that all of these game passes have lowered in price. And this is quite unfortunate for whoever took this screenshot because they own every single game pass on this game. They literally have bought every single one of them, and I can imagine that they bought them prior to these prices lowering, and that's why they are currently pretty upset by this, and understandably so. Like, they are definitely well within their rights to be upset about something like this. However, like I said, this drama really is not as simple as it seems, and it's a little deeper than Dress to Impress just lowering the prices. Although putting all of that aside, I do think that it's crazy to say that they decided to lower the prices of the game passes without having consent from the people who already bought them when they were a higher price. That's not how this works. You do not need the consent of every single person who bought every single game pass just to change the price of them. That is not how this works. That will never be how this works. If they want to lower the price of something, they can lower the price of something. Yes, people can get upset about this. People can be upset about this, especially if they spent so much more Robux on these game passes at their original prices in comparison to the new lower prices, but that's as far as this goes. They can be upset, that's it. They can't really do anything about this, and I also don't really think it would be fair to call them out or like expose them specifically. That's not really, I don't think anybody who bought the game passes previously are owed anything besides what they were promised from the game pass, which obviously they already have all of that inside of the game. It's not that big of a deal anymore. They decided to buy it at the original price, but none of this really matters because apparently Dress to Impress didn't even lower these prices. So their response and their entire explanation says, "Hi all, there seems to be some confusion about this, so just for the clarification, Roblox is experimenting with regional pricing. This means that prices show differently depending on your country. For example, in countries where the currency value is lower, prices show lower, like you would expect to see from other games or when you buy a product in a shop and it's not the same price in every country. We did not change our Game Pass prices. We apologize for the confusion. We weren't able to share this yet. Thank you." And that's really all this is. That's as far as this goes. I don't understand why they say they weren't able to share this yet. Maybe that's something to do with Roblox specifically. Maybe Roblox told them not to tell people about this. I don't know why they would do that. We've known about regional pricing on Roblox for some time now, and regional pricing is good. That's the way that this should be, especially like they said, for the countries where the currency value is lower, prices will be lower. Things are not the same price in every single country when you are out shopping in real life or even online shopping, so I really do think that the same should go for Roblox, including things like game passes, maybe even the clothing, but as of right now we are talking about the game passes. And you know, to the person that did tweet this, I still completely understand where they are coming from. If I spent that much on game passes and saw that they were suddenly lowered significantly, I would also be pretty upset. Maybe not upset enough to go calling them out, I would just be silently upset I'd keep it to myself and just keep moving on, keep playing the game, keep doing whatever you do. For me, the Game Pass prices are still all exactly the same as they always have been. It probably will be for most people. Like I said, this is literally regional pricing, and like the explanation from Dress to Impress said, it's specifically for countries where the currency value is lower, the prices will show lower automatically, by the way. Like, this is nothing to do with Dress to Impress. This is Roblox experimenting with regional pricing. So there's really no drama. There is no reason to cause drama. There's no reason to keep continuing this on. I just wanted to explain everything that was currently going on, just in case anyone somehow had not seen this just yet. Simply because this will not be exclusive to Dress to Impress. This will apply to every area of Roblox, every game on Roblox. So if you ever get confused by something similar to this, this will also be the exact same reasoning, regional pricing. So please, the comments is the place to go. Tell me what you guys think about Dress to Impress getting into some drama when really they did nothing wrong. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.